Oh hi, didn't see you there. You might be wondering why I'm filming this video in my university. That's because I'm going to teach you about what camera you need to start doing YouTube. And I thought it would be fun to film at my school since it's cold and rainy outside, and I thought it would be boring for you to watch me film in my room. Oh damn, got you there. Cool effect, right? Let me put you down like this. So sometimes people ask me what camera I use and if I could recommend a good camera for them to start doing YouTube. To which I answer, use whatever you have until you have mastered it, and that in order to grow you need access to better gear. I made my first YouTube video with my old phone, not this one, called OnePlus 5T. At that time I had no knowledge about camera or video production. But I remember that phone being advertised as having an amazing camera and video stabilization, so that's why I bought it. Being my first time filming and editing a video, I had so much fun. Anyways, I was making and uploading videos to YouTube, but getting 0 views. So I thought that my production quality was low, that I needed better gear in order to grow. My first camera that I got was a Canon EOS 800D. I wish I could show you, but I sold it in order to buy this new Sony camera. I got the Canon on sale with the kit lens for around 600 American freedom monies. And this time I was sure that I would succeed on YouTube because I got a new camera. I got my first camera. It's much better than the phone, and that's why I would succeed and make millions on views on YouTube. But I was obviously wrong. Unfortunately, that spiraled into my audio quality is bad, so I need a new microphone. Actually, I need 2 different microphones. My background is kind of boring, so maybe I should buy a green screen as well. I need a 3-point lighting setup like those. That was my thinking for some time. Luckily, somewhere I realized that none of that matters and that I should use whatever I have for as long as I can. I used the existing gear and instead focused on learning new things like video editing, basic VFX, composition and cinematography in general, how to frame my shot, transition, camera settings, focal length, and most importantly, storytelling. To be honest, when I started, I really didn't need to go from a phone to a camera, now that I think about it, but it did give me more freedom and options later on when I was filming my videos. None of that matters if you don't learn and use those new abilities that you get from using a camera instead of a phone. For example, color grading your footage, being able to control different camera settings, shutter speed, aperture, focal length. Obviously, you can kind of do that on a phone as well with different apps, but the light did turn off, so... You see, I don't have a 3-point lighting setup, I just use the random lamp you have here in this room. And it's good enough, I would say. Thinking back now, I could actually have bought an even cheaper camera than the Canon EOS 800D. Or bought a used one, because it's not important to have the newest gear. You can just as good have a used camera. There's, I would say, no difference. To anyone starting making videos, I would recommend start with your phone. You already have it. Just use that. Don't buy a new camera. Then, based on if you enjoy the process of creating a video from start to finish, from story planning, shooting it, editing it to publish, if you enjoy that process, then maybe you can upgrade after some times to a camera or a even better camera. But you can create amazing videos with just your phone. And when you publish a video, for example on YouTube, and you get no views or no likes, don't let that decide if your video is good or bad, because you can create amazing videos and still get no views. It's kind of funny because I have actually come in a full circle. If you follow me on YouTube, then you know that my last video was almost all of it, 99% of it was filmed on just my phone. I went on a trip and only brought my phone with me. I couldn't bring my camera and I didn't want to, and I filmed everything on my phone and I think it turned out fine. So yeah, I started with my phone, got a camera, got an even better camera, and now I'm all the way back to filming on my phone because it's just so much easier and I really enjoy it. Here on the screen I'm going to list up a couple alternatives for good budget camera and lenses that you can buy if you're in market for that. But I would say it's more important to get a good camera lens than the actual body. And also, you don't need to buy these cameras new. You can maybe find them used from someone in your city and buy them even cheaper. My recommendation is not to buy the newest and most expensive gear, because you don't really need it. You should build up your skill like some stairs, like slowly going up, instead of going to the highest and best camera, buying that and not being able to use it properly. Buy cheap budget cameras and buy them used if you can, because there's really no difference between a used and a new camera. They are, you know, you're just filming with them, as long as they are not broken, obviously. Spend more time on learning new skills like editing, VFX, color grading, instead of spending the money on better gear. Because your videos don't get better from spending more money, they get better from spending more time on making them better. Yeah, I hope that made some sense. Leave a comment if you want me to make a more detailed video about what is the best beginner-friendly camera, what is the best budget camera, or a more intermediate type of camera. Anyways, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I just
Bye.
wanna call on you. Money just fall on you. Another thing I won't do.